welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2. Today we have some brand new mods that not only overhaul our man Arthur Morgan, but also overhaul various towns by adding some much needed nature, new Ragdoll mechanics, and a bunch more. Also, if you enjoy RDR2 mods, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, just so you don't miss out on mod showcases like this in the future. We'll first start off with the Artwork Arthur Morgan project. This mod brings the Arthur Morgan you saw from the official artwork into the game. You'll see that he has new 4K and 2K textures for his face and his body. He'll have new dark brown hair, and now even a scar on his cheek. And it even comes with a lore-friendly tattoo on his chest. Plus, this is compatible with A.A.M.P plus EE merge, so you won't have to make any compromises. Next up, we have the Arthur Morgan outfit overhaul. And this mod aims to bring his original dull and boring outfits and make them darker and more interesting. There are a lot of different options to choose from, so if you wanted a darker brown gunslinger jacket instead of the beta one we're using in game, you have that option, as well as various different options for the winter coat and even a couple of Arthur's hats. This mod really brings Arthur's outfits up a notch, and I think the overall darker color scheme really fits it. So definitely take a look at this mod if you're looking to spice up Arthur. Our next mod is called Arthur Morgan Facial Animation Overhaul. And this is a simple mod that totally overhauls Arthur's face. The crazy thing is, all of these animations were in-game already. They were just unused or unfinished. This mod, however, makes Arthur Morgan look like Clint Eastwood. His facial expressions will appear a bit meaner and tougher, and depending on the situation you're in, his animations will change. Even with just his default face, Arthur looks significantly a lot meaner. When Arthur's about to bust you up, it actually looks like he's about to bust you up. His scowl now looks like somebody you don't want to mess with, as well as whatever this face is. All in all, these animations are a big enhancement, and this is exactly the love Arthur Morgan needs. We then have the Cut Voiceline Restoration mod, which is a new mod that restores various voice lines throughout the game. And some of the new voice lines you could hear are John Spurring voice line, combat taunts, buying from shelves, after you win a fight, or even after you miss a shot. This mod isn't compatible with the Cut Dialogue Restoration and Enhancement or the Cut Dialogue Enhanced mod. So if you've been running with those mods for a while now, it's time to change it up. Now we have a mod called Expanding Nature Across the East. And this mod adds to A.A.M.P tons of new plants, trees, rocks, and other various vegetation into different towns and cities. Towns will now feel more alive than ever, with the overhaul provided with these plants, really diversifying the feel of each environment. You'll see that Tumbleweed now has more desert shrubs, more abundant cacti, and some more rocky formations. When you arrive in Strawberry, you'll be greeted by more dense pine trees, ferns, and mossy rocks, giving you a more foresty feel for Strawberry. At McFarland Ranch, you can expect to see more lush grass, more oak trees placed throughout the farm, and even some more farming vegetation, making it seem like this ranch is actually lived in and thriving. Valentine will have a more open grassland feel, with more wildflowers scattered throughout, as well as various aspen groves. So Valentine will have this new vibrant feel to it. Rhodes also has some additional vegetation added as well, so you'll see some swampland flora laying about, additional cypress trees, and more lush greenery. So this place will feel a lot more cozier than before. In Van Horn, you'll see overgrown vegetation, more rocky cliff sides, and thicker wooded areas. So this place will still look a bit rugged, but enhanced at the same time. And then even Blackwater has had its touch up as well, ensuring that it's unique and also fresh at the same time. This mod really does expand upon each city and town, making it feel a bit different from the vanilla one, but still true to its core nature. Now moving on, we have the Django Pedestrian pack, which brings the fine characters from the movie series to life in RDR2. This mod adds a couple different characters from the series, so you can have fun with Schultz, Big Daddy, Django, and Nero. Some of them even come with different customizable outfits you can change on the fly, and you can easily add them into Bodyguard Spawner, so you can have yourself a trusty sidekick. This mod might also be expanded upon in the future, so if you're looking for some good old-fashioned Western characters, you definitely need to give this mod a download. Now we have the mod Effin' Scar. This weapon replaces the Springfield rifle, and this thing is definitely pretty slick. If you want to absolutely clobber the competition, the Effin' Scar has your back. This rifle will have you covered in any situation you may find yourself in. So if you're looking for some extra added non-lore friendly fun, you already know what to do. Next up, we have the banana gun. And I know it's supposed to be yellow. I just have some other mods installed that make it black for some reason. This banana though replaces the M1899 pistol. So if you're looking to absolutely go bananas or just have some unorthodox fun, I think the banana gun might be for you. We then have a mod installed purely for the nostalgia, and this one is called Majora's Mask Moon. And if you know what this is in reference of, I know you're a deep as hell gamer now, and I'm glad you're watching this video, because the moon from this game is one of the best in the series. Now we're moving on to a new Ragdoll mod, Dynamic Ragdoll Behavior. This mod revamps the old RDR2 Ragdoll system for a more natural and immersive experience. Characters will now react more dynamically depending on the force of the weapon you're using, and the physics will just seem a lot more realistic. The natural motion will feel a lot smoother, and all of your hits will seem a lot more weighty. This is a very cool take on the Ragdoll mods, and this offers a bunch of differences compared to some of the other ones. So if you're looking for something a bit newer, and something that still fits the build of RDR2, you should definitely give this one a try, because I'm actually really liking this one. Moving on now, we have fantasy horses, which add various unique fantasy type horses into the game of RDR2. There are a bunch of different horses you can choose from that replace various horses that are already in game. So right now we have the Fawn variation installed, as well as the Tyranquis, which comes with all this horse gear you see on them. But this is just 2 horses of many that they have. So you can go for something like the Astra, Celestrina, Chariote, and seriously a bunch more. They even have a horse that kind of looks like a fox, a Finding Nemo looking horse, or even something for an undead playthrough. They certainly have a lot of options to choose from if you're looking for a pretty unique horse setup. Now we have a mod called Persistent and Natural Dirt, and this mod fixes the auto cleaning of players that happens automatically during gameplay. So instead of that wet mud just disappearing and you getting gradually clean, instead that dirt will persist on your character, and eventually it will just dry up. So you'll basically be dirty forever, unless you take a bath, which will totally clean you, or if it starts to rain, you'll get a little bit of cleaning, but not 100%. Now we have the No Bounty When Masked mod. So now when you're committing a dastardly deed, you'll no longer have a bounty when committing a crime when you're masked, which should have been in the game all along. So it's one of those nice quality of life add-ons. Moving on, we have Realistic Law and Dispatch Response, which completely overhauls the law and dispatch system. It aims to make the law more realistic and aligned with the lore of RDR2. So you'll experience a more seamless, dynamic, rational, and unpredictable experience. There are a butt ton of changes, from changing what groups of lawmen are dispatched. The group sizes of those dispatch parties will be different, and now a more diverse way for bounty hunters to hunt you down. There are a bunch of different law mods out there, but if you're looking for something a little bit different, this one could be the one that you're looking for. Now we have the Arthur, Dutch, and John height mod, which restores the height of all of these characters to their lore accurate height. So no longer will Arthur and John be 5'7" in game. It'll bring them to their 6 foot and above stature, because ain't nobody afraid of a short king. But when you have a 6 foot monster coming towards you, I know you about to be scared. Moving on, we have the Syyyke's PED ×2 mod, which basically doubles the PED population. So now when you're visiting towns and cities, you'll see a lot more people walking around. This also comes integrated with some more memory fixes to increase performance and stability. And as an added bonus, you'll see more animals out in the wilderness, since they're also counted as a pet as well. Our next mod is called Realistic Gunmetals, and this overhauls all in-game gunmetals to look more realistic. This also adds in new metals, so you'll be able to get metals such as Damascus steel, and then we even have a mod called Firearm Cosmetics. This will give you a few new variations for stocks and grips for your weapons, as well as add some factory labels to certain guns that have real-life counterparts. So if you're looking for a bit more realism, especially when it comes to your guns, this mod has you covered. If you want to see even more guides like this, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Until next time though, we'll see ya.